Located in San Diego's Carmel Valley, inside the stunning grounds at Fairmont Grand Del Mar, Addison is San Diego's first and only 2 Michelin star restaurant. Chef William Bradley, a native of Southern California and arguably San Diego's most decorated and renowned chef, took over this restaurant in 2006. He achieved his first Michelin star in 2019, and then 2 years later, San Diego's only 2 Michelin star restaurant, which he kept in 2022. Chef Bradley describes his style as California gastronomy, focusing on hyper-seasonal local ingredients as his inspiration rather than conforming to culinary trends.
I dare any course to be as good as this.
To begin your experience here this evening, we offer you a regional welcome beverage known as tepache. In its earliest forms, it was referred to as a sacred drink, utilizing different aromatics depending on its intended use. Our intended use for you this evening, to introduce you to California gastronomy. To create this, we use lightly fermented pineapple, piloncillo, and subtle spices.
So this is a prelude from the chef. Directly in front of each of you is a sake-cured kampachi nigiri. It sits on top of a dashi meringue with a shiso leaf and freshly grated wasabi.
It's like sweet. It tastes like there's a little bit of like a styrofoam and shisho and fish. Interesting texture. It's really good.
Right above that plate, you have the one that looks like an oyster shell. It contains a Kumamoto oyster with a champagne emulsion, pickled green strawberries, and champagne grapes. And going down the center to share, in the very front, you have the Sage Hill Ranch garden greens. In the middle, you have one of my favorite bites, which is a potato roasty with freshly shaved cinco jotas and berco ham. Lastly, in the cocoa bean, you'll have a chicken liver mousse churro with bitter cocoa.
Tastes like Christmas. It's good.
So for your first seasonal composition of the evening, this is the Rose of Sashimi Capace with preserved Asian pear as well as pichu berry, along with an array of flowers and a shiso and ginger vinaigrette. We do ask that you take it layer by layer as if you were unveiling a rose.
This dish offers the silken textures of a steamed custard known as chawan mushi. It will have the alluring flavors of a Hokkaido uni and sea scallops, alongside accompanied with the broccoli, bok choy, and celtus.
Crunchy with broccoli. There's like a jelly-like slippery texture going on. That's quite yummy. Chan mushi is delicious. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. It's good.
It's one we call eggs and rice. So you find Regis over Reserve caviar along with applewood smoked sabayon. And then beneath that, koshihikari rice with toasted sesame.
All right, this is time sensitive. I'm getting into it. It's interesting, the rice on the bottom is actually cold. And the caviar is warm. You have to try that. It's really good.
That is like sabayon forward. It is rich and smooth.
This is Chef's playful take on the classic chips and dip. We're highlighting the salt and vinegar crisps along with toasted dill and burnt onion dip. They've been enhanced with the Regis over Reserve caviar and 24 karat gold.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is worth the meal right here. It's so good. Does there need to be 24 karat gold on it? No.
Amazing. You just take something so basic, salt and vinegar chips, and caviar, the best aioli cream ever. Mind blown. It's so good.
I dare any course to be as good as this. It's a challenge.
Chips and caviar.
For your main fish course this evening, we have the splendid Alfonsino. In Japan, it is known as kinmedaille. It has been caught up the deep water coast of Tokyo. Chef has highlighted it with flavors of fall, including artichoke, radish, and inertium. It is then finished with a clam butter sauce.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Holy shit. That crunch on top is incredible. It smells a little funky, but the dish is flavorful. It's subtle, it's light, it's delicious. That fish is like out of this world.
Been created almost 3 years ago. So you'll see the crust has an amazing crunch as well. It is offered with 3 different styles of butter. You have a brown honey butter,
You have a goat milk butter and you have a truffle butter.
Go for it. What are you gonna choose?
Well,
Wait.
truffle, obviously. I can tell you right now, this is going to be my favorite course of the evening.
How you doing over there?
This is Chef's twist up the classic Thai soup Tom Kha Goon. It has a Thai basil, lemongrass, and coconut base. Chef recommends squeezing the lime into the soup to brighten up all the lovely flavors. Alongside in the small bowl, you'll find sweet and sour glazed sweetbread.
It's like these rare moments when you taste a flavor, you just want to cry.
Oh, I see it. A teardrop.
Dinner just keeps getting better and better. Every single dish is better than the last year. Phenomenal.
I've never had a sweetbread before. Recommended was
Just give it.
you just gotta dunk it in, keep it crunchy. Ooh, no. Sweetbreads are not for me.
Evening.
Hi.
How are you? Well, how are you?
Excellent.
California roasted squab, variations of different wild mushrooms, caramelized cipollini onion. It's a whipped porcini.
Thank you.
Last but not least, this is a tartufo di bianco.
Thank you.
Which is the white truffle from Alba, Italy. It's not messy.
Amazing.
It's not a truffle.
Amazing. You can literally smell this from across the room. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm happy.
We were so lucky to have found this restaurant while planning a trip to Joshua Tree. We had a great feeling about it as soon as we found it, and it did not disappoint. Addison is arguably one of the best restaurants we've been to in 2022.
We have a cucumber mojito sorbet. It is finished with an elderflower consommé. Directly in front of you on the large white plate is the cocoa hazelnut crunch with layers of chocolate and feuilletine. You'll find a beautifully toasted mallow and passion fruit caramel sauce on the plate as well.
Creamy, nutty, complex in multiple layers.
Closest to you at the center of the table is a yuzu custard, and that is finished with a matcha green tea emulsion.
Yeah, it's just cream and lime and matcha. It's beautiful.
Here, the fig cones are layered with a peanut butter caramel and finished with whipped horchata and the Italian white truffle shavings.
It's like an ice cream cone with truffle on top.
Perfect.
It's actually really good. I mean, I only eat one, but it's really good.
This is my personal favorite, the sweet red beet and berry tartlet. It is finished with a vanilla verjus filling. And then lastly, in the crystal dish, there's a wildflower honeycomb. Thank you.
We have granola, Layla.
We do have granola, my love.
Handmade. All we just need is little milk containers. Good morning.
We have to have milk containers to have granola?
Yeah, little 2% milk containers.